Many site-to-site VPNs are implemented using L2TP. This is Layer 2 Tunneling Protocol. This means that we're connecting two networks together as if they are on the same Layer 2 network, but we're obviously connecting them through a Layer 3 network to perform that function. This is commonly used in conjunction with IPsec networks, so you would use L2TP for the tunnel between these sites and then add on the IPsec for the encryption capabilities. You'll sometimes see this referred to as L2TP over IPsec or L2TP/IPsec. And if you are connecting site-to-site communication using an encrypted tunnel, then you're most likely using IPsec or Internet Protocol Security. This allows you to have authentication and encryption over a Layer 3 network, and it's very commonly used on networks like the Internet. IPsec also supports packet signing along with the encryption, so you can not only have security of the data, but you can make sure that anti-replay is built into the conversation. You also find that this is very standardized, and regardless of what manufacturer's firewall you happen to be using, you're probably able to communicate to any other firewall using IPsec using these standard set of protocols. If you do configure IPsec, you'll see that there are two major protocols that you will use. One is AH, or the Authentication header, and the other is ESP, or the Encapsulation Security Payload. There are two ways to send encrypted data over an IPsec tunnel. One is using transport mode, and the other is using tunnel mode. Let's take, for example, an original packet of information, which includes an IP header and then the data that we need to protect. In transport mode, we will take our IP header, put it in the front so that we know where to send this information, but then we will encrypt the data and put an IPsec header and an IPsec trailer around it. This obviously doesn't protect everything in this particular packet because the IP header remains in the clear and is sent across the network to the original IP addresses. If you want to protect both the IP information and the data, then you'll want to use tunnel mode. In tunnel mode, both the IP header and the data are encrypted with IPsec,